Second thing is this. You may need a change of friendships when you find yourself pretending, right? You find yourself wearing masks. You find yourself being a different person than when you really are when you're around these people, right? And so when you get around these people, man, you just kind of ignore a set of values. You push aside your worldview. You push aside all that you usually stand for, and it's just like you're a chameleon. It's just like you're wearing a mask because you so want to fit in with the other people. You so want to be one of the crowd. You so want to be one of them. You say, man, this sounds like a middle school talk. This sounds like a high school talk. That's because middle schoolers and high schoolers grow up to be adults. And so when you're pretending, and some of you have been warned by your spouse, right? Some of you as men, your wife says, honey, when you're around those people, you're just kind of a different person. Just seems like you totally jettison all that we're about. Some of you ladies, your girlfriends have told you about this. Your husband has said, when you're with them and you come back, man, it's just something's different. And you know in yourself, and when you hear in your own heart, hey, I am not being myself, man, that's got to be a red flag. That's got to be a boundary point. It's got to be a place where you say, this place and no further. And I might not be walking with the wise people. I might be being a companion of fools, pretending. Thirdly, is this, that when you're in a situation with those people, you're going to compromise. And so what I mean by that is a tendency to compromise is this. A tendency to compromise is when there have been temptations that you have never ever had in your life, and they began to be a live option. When things that you never would have thought of doing become something you consider, right? When you're around those people and you start thinking, man, I never thought about ever doing that. In fact, I used to be totally against that. And now I'm entertaining those ideas. Now I'm starting to talk to myself and rationalize. And so we just kind of dumb down our consciences. We kind of push aside all of what we are, and we just say, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe that's cool. Maybe that's not that big of a deal. And so what happens is we just have these things to start coming to our minds where you're like, man, maybe I'm going to start doing that thing. Maybe I'm going to get involved in that behavior. Maybe I'm going to do that. But what the reality is this. The time to make a decision that it's a change for your friendships is before those temptations start to actually play out in behavior. When you start thinking about it, that's the time to say, no, I need to move back away from the line. I need to move back over here because that's really scary. That should scare you to death. And so that the people that you once listened to and that influenced you, you're not listening to those voices anymore. You're getting way close to the line and you're thinking about these things that tempted you and you're thinking about doing these things. Man, go back. That's a guardrail. That's a boundary. That's a playbook thing that says, don't go there.